So let me share a story with you about where this started to really intrude in my life and my personal story around work-life balance. So I came from the television business. I actually sold Seinfeld. It was kind of nice to see him up there in that clip. I sold syndicated shows across the United States for Sony Pictures Television, and it was an intense job, lots of travel. Seinfeld was one of our gems, but to go along with Seinfeld, we had shows like Tempest Bledsoe and Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. If you don't remember those shows, there's a reason they were on the air for about 2 weeks. So this one particular week, which was a very exhausting week, I got home on a Friday, had left on a Monday, dealt with all the travel delays and some of the things that you have experienced just coming in here today. And I get home, and I'm in my suit and tie, and I have my tie just a little bit undone. And before I even get into these energy sources, you're going to know what I'm telling you when I say I was physically exhausted. I was emotionally depleted. I was mentally scattered. And there my older son comes running up to me and says, "Daddy, Daddy, can you push me on the swing?" Now that is the last thing that I wanted to do. I can stand here in front of you and say that because now looking back on it, I know full well that that probably wasn't okay. But I didn't say no. I wasn't about to say no in that moment. So there I was out in the front of the swing in a suit, pushing my 5-year-old kid on the swing. Now inside of a minute, my hand goes in my pocket, and I'm doing one of these things. A few seconds go by, and he must have said it a couple of times because all I heard was, "Dad, Dad, Dad." And I looked at him equally exasperated. Like, can't you see I'm doing something here? And he just looked up at me and he said, "Why do you go to work if you do work at home?" Oh. I mean, even still talking about it to this day, I get stirred up by it. All I wanted to do was throw the BlackBerry as far as I could. We all know that experience, even if it didn't play out the same way. It's called gray zones. It's when you're straddling two worlds, doing a disservice to both and yourself in the process. But it's tough, right? We have demands. We're expected to juggle more tasks, stay more connected, get more done than ever before.